Let me say something that I think most women need to hear before we get into this. The biggest regret I see in the women I coach is not that they left too soon, is that they stayed too long, way too long. Investing, hoping, explaining, and waiting for something to shift that was never going to shift because they had been taught that loyalty means staying no matter what. But I need you to hear this very clearly. Ride or die is not a dating strategy. It is a fast track to giving your best years, your best energy, and your best heart to situations that were never built to honor any of it. So today, I want to talk about when to leave, why to leave, and how to leave with grace, with clarity, and without guilt. Hey there, I'm Averell Smith, certified dating and relationship coach. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been rocking with me from the beginning or for a while, welcome back. So how do you know when it is time to go? I want you to think about dating the way the best poker players think about their hand. The most skilled players fold quickly and often, not because they're quitters, but because they know that protecting what they have is how they will eventually win. If you stay in every hand hoping it will turn around, you will lose everything before the right hand ever arrives. So here are the time boundaries I want you to hold. If a man has not asked you out within the first week of getting to know you, that is your answer. Move on. If he's not planning and executing a date at least once a week, he's not pursuing you. He's entertaining himself with your availability. Move on. If you are genuinely not attracted to him and that attraction has not developed within 2 to 3 weeks of honest, open-hearted time together, do not convince yourself it is coming. Move on. If you are approaching the 2.5 or 3 month mark and exclusivity has not been established, you do not have a relationship. You have a situationship with a timeline. Move on. If you are at 2 years with no engagement, no clear movement towards marriage, if that is your hope, no honest conversation about a future, your time and your heart deserve better than indefinite. Move on. These are not harsh standards. These are self-respecting ones. And a duchess holds them not because she's rigid, but because she values what she brings to the table enough to stop leaving it on tables that were never set for her. So why is it time to go? Let's talk about it. Sometimes the timeline is not the clearest signal. Sometimes it is everything else. Here are the reasons that tell you it is time to leave, even when the timing feels complicated. If you have made a pros and cons list about whether to stay, the fact that you made a list is the con. A woman who's at peace in the right relationship does not need a spreadsheet to justify it. Hear me very clearly. If you are afraid to express your real feelings because you do not want to create conflict, you are not in a safe relationship. You are in a performance, and performing is totally exhausting. If you have said the same thing more than twice and nothing has changed, you are not in a partnership. You are in a pattern, and that pattern will not break itself. If you are already giving him timelines and ultimatums, your spirit already knows that it is time. Listen to it. If the reasons you are staying are, well, my family likes him, or I do not want to go back to dating, or at least he's not as bad as the last one, those are not reasons to stay, sis. Those are reasons to examine why leaving feels harder than it should. If conflict in this relationship looks like silence, punishment, or an inability to resolve anything calmly, that is not a communication style. That is a red flag. If you are asking yourself on a regular basis whether you should leave, that question is not confusion. That is clarity trying to get through. So let's talk about how to leave with grace. Now, here's the part most women struggle with the most. Not the decision to go, but the actual going. I want to address something very directly. A lot of women stay longer than they should because they do not want to seem cruel. They do not want to hurt someone. They do not want to feel like they are doing to someone what was once done to them. But what I need you to understand is this. These are grown men. They will be okay. And in many cases, especially early on in the dating process, a woman who communicates clearly and exits gracefully is actually doing him a kind thing. She's freeing him from investing his time, his energy, his resources into something she knows isn't right. That isn't cruelty. That is honesty. And honesty is always an act of respect. So here's how to do it. Early in the dating process, if that's what it is, a text or a phone call is completely appropriate. Keep it short, keep it kind, keep it clear. Something as simple as, well, I have really enjoyed getting to know you, but I'm not feeling the connection. I need to move forward. I wish you all the best. That's it. 3 sentences, no lengthy explanation, no back and forth, no guilt. If you're already in a relationship, a phone call or an in-person conversation is more appropriate. But even though, keep it 1 to 2 minutes. You do not owe anyone a dissertation on why you are choosing yourself. You owe them honesty delivered with kindness, nothing more. Okay? One important note. If you are meeting in person, make sure it is a public place. Your safety always comes first. Always. Remember that. Because at the end of the day, a duchess does not stay where she's not chosen. Clearly, consistently, and on purpose. She does not negotiate with situations that are not aligned with her. And she does not confuse loyalty with self-sacrifice. You can leave with love, you can leave with grace, and you can leave without guilt. Because walking away from what is not right is not giving up on love. It is protecting yourself for it. That is what the chooser does. And you are the chooser. So I welcome you to join my community, Date Like a Duchess, where we get real coaching, real results, where real women are. The link is right below this video. Hope to see you on the inside.